comes a time in every YouTuber's career where he starts a video and he has nothing witty to say. Roll that intro! Everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XO, and also welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dealing with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, is day number 5 of Elemental Week. Cool, that's right, every day we're taking a look at a different attribute of the game. And today is day 5, and as you can tell from the fact that the light is shining very brightly into my eyes, we're playing the light attribute, the light of judgment, the light of destruction, the flashlight. We've got the deck that's about light. And so we're taking a look at Lightsworns, of course, some boys that like to put the cards into the graveyard. We mill a lot of our cards to the graveyard, effects activate, we can do some fusions from the graveyard, we can do a lot of synchros, and we got some big seeds. We got a whole lot of stuff here. So mostly Lightsworn, a little bit of the Horus engine here just to help, facilitate getting cards to the grave. It's a nice little number. And so we're going to be going into EDO Pro, showing off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. And a big shout out to Mr. Deverick Phillips, who wanted us to take a look at some Lightsworn. So perfect fit for this here special week. So we're going to go in there. If you want the whole deck list, it'll be at the end of the video as always. But for now, let's hit on into the Wild West Yu-Gi-Oh! And see what the Lightsworns have to offer us today. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. And our deck can go first or second. It's one of those things that can do either or, just depends on the hand you get that determines where your path will go. We'll see which way the light goes. All right, we're going second here. Not a bad opening hand for going second. I can live with it. What are we up against? Time-tearing Morganite. Okay. I'm good with that. That means no Ash Blossoms, although there's a lot of back row, so I do need to watch that. So let's see what we have for an opening hand. Okay, we got Weiss here. We got a whole lot of stuff. How do I want to go about this? Let's start with Ye Olden King Sarko. We'll go with King Sarko. I've got a Horus in hand. It's always nice to discard a Horus for a Horus. Makes you think you might want to play 2 of each of these guys, but the fact is, only him said he works out of the hand. Horus and casual, server, wow. And my opponent rage quits. Pathetic. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Some people do that. Sometimes you have to intimidate your opponent. So, I don't really want to count that, but I'm me. So I'm going to count that as a win. But we'll do a bonus duel, because that's not really showing off what this deck is about. We got so many things we were going to do. We were going to send a bunch of Horuses. We're going to mill a whole bunch of... I was going to end on so many cool things. So let's go for duel 2. Find a better opponent. And, see what the Lightsworns are actually about. Alrighty, everybody, our real first opponent. Another day for a true card game. A real opponent, I say. And, you know what, let's go second again. To really, facilitate what we're doing. What we got for our hand. Okay, I can live with this. It don't look too pretty, but it's got a lot of potential to it. So what are we up against? A set card, you say? I like to set cards too. Oh, hey, the Wolf, the Lightsworn. Let's see here. Interesting indeed. Let's go ahead and play our Burial of Fools. We're going to just send a monster to the graveyard, and hopefully this will work. I don't want to get Ash, but if we do, we do. But more importantly, I'm going to send my Dragon of the Lightsworn. Nice little guy. When he's sent to the graveyard, he can fetch me a dragon. If he's special summoned, he sends a Lightsworn to the graveyard from the deck. Really nice piece of thing. So let's go ahead and get Punish Mabal's Dragon. Because we're going to need to punish... Okay, no, but... Okay, let's not get into those jokes just yet. But you get the idea. We got Punishment Dragon. We want to get this guy in the graveyard. Very important to get this dude in the grave. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get back our little Dragon of the Lightsworn. And like I said, he's special summoned. I can ditch another Lightsworn to the graveyard. In this case, let me think. Doesn't really... I want to send either Wolf or I want to send Felis. I'm going to send Felis. Why not? Doesn't matter if they both special summon themselves. That's really what we're aiming to do. So we got 1, 2, 3. Currently have 3 Lightsworns, but we need more. So what we're going to do next... Oh, man, I could use this thing. Let's see. I don't have enough tuners yet. I do have Judgment Dragon of Heaven. It's a pretty nice card, but that's a late game monster. We're going to go ahead for the old standby. Good old Minerva. Good old Minerva. The Exalted Lightsworn. And if he negates this, this is fine. I really would rather have Minerva in the grave anyway. Unfortunate indeed. But Minerva got destroyed. I believe that's not going to do me anything, but, you know. We'll bait out the Ash Blossom. That works too. Alright. And my opponent's just being a Mr. Nancy do. Let's go ahead and summon out Judgment Dragon. We'll summon Judgmental Dragon. We're going to do some battle damage here now. In the off chance this guy has something weird in his hand. Maybe he has... Yeah, he has something else. Can't be destroyed by battle, and he gets a poly. Interesting. So this is a hero? No, it's Neospatians. Okay. No, can't destroy you in battle. I would love to, but let's go for main phase 2. Yeah, we have been out to this. We're going to go ahead and banish a monster. Banish a monster. Fusion summon our boss monster. This is Enlightenment Dragon. You have to summon him by having one of these in the grave and one of them on the board. And once per turn, quick effect, banish 4 cards. Or banish everything on the board, just costs you 2,000 life points. He's also a light monster, so that's good. And your end phase, you do have to mill 4 cards, but this is Lightsworns. We like to do that. Who do we ditch? Weiss. Okay, we can ditch a Weiss. That's good. Let me double check. Destroy opponent's card face on top 3 cards of the deck. Destroy cards on the field. Yeah, I'm going to get Minerva in the off chance I need her for stuff. Like, if my opponent just right up plays Regeki or something like that, I could just let Minerva die. Something like that. Just have something on the field in defense mode. Just to have a monster on the board. So, we're up against the heroes. Neos Fusion. Someone's a Neos Fusion monster. Okay. And then he can protect it from destruction, but he can't protect it from Enlightenment Dragon. Depending on what it is. It could be Rainbow Neos. It could be something else. Not sure yet. It's this thing. What the hell is this? This card special summon. Choose one dragon in your grave. Destroy all monster controls and the team. Card destroys them on battle. Yeah, no. I'm just going to banish everything you got. Banish everything in the graves except for Lightsworn cards. Bury everything. Just get rid of all of it. My opponent is now bereft of a graveyard and all the trimmings. Granted, I don't have, like, anything at the moment, so really I'm just going to start beating into him with my Enlightenment Dragon. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, the thing that keeps Lightsworns is actually Punishment Dragon, ironically enough. This guy is indiscriminate. He'll just banish everything. Everything and all the things. All the cards on the field, all the cards in the graveyard. All right. So we're pretty set right now. I mean, we're just milling cards during the end phase. We got 2 of them things. Okay, cool. Ooh, Lightsworn Aegis. Very nice. And our little buddy here. We'll get our other Judgment Dragon. Why not? Get our other Judgment Dragon out of the deck. And we'll get Aegis, which sadly doesn't work for this dude. But this is the ability to just negate monsters on the board. Well, it's any card. It's spells, traps, monsters, all the good stuff. You know, it's targeted, but it still works. Okay, and then end phase? No. It's only my end phase I have to mill. Perfect. Alright, this is going to be game right here. Now the Horuses are going to be here. And we're pretty much just going to annihilate this guy's everything he's got. And yes, I'd love to draw a card. Thank you. Ooh, hello. But yeah, this is going to be game right here. I really wish I had more Lightsworns. But you know what? Enlightenment Dragon is our ultimate boss monster. He is able to just, you know, get everything out onto the board. Banish everything on the board. Banish the graveyards. All the good stuff. And, who do I have in the graveyard? I have everything. Oh, I'm missing one guy. Doesn't matter. We have more than enough damage here. So, this is the idea of this deck in situ. You know, we got the Lightsworns going. You get Enlightenment Dragon onto the board. And then you just start annihilating everything your opponent has. If they have any care for the graveyard, they are not going to like this thing. They're not going to like it at all. Stop summoning that thing. I order you. Stop it. Alright, can't destroy you in battle. I would love to banish it, but that'd be such a waste at this point. I could deal with other things. Okay, he's going to get near the Neos Fusion, blah, blah, blah. No. Fine. My goodness, my opponent just does not want me to OTK or do any damage or anything. It's weird. It's like he doesn't want to lose or something. Weird. But for now, let's go ahead and just, you know, I'm actually going to, what am I going to do here? Let me think about this. That's a hard one. I'm going to go ahead and make Dingirzu in the weird option that this guy has something to out Punishment Dragon. Or Lighten. I'm going to call this guy every other dragon. He's Enlightenment Dragon. Okay? Punishment Dragon is one of his materials. And I could make other thing, but I really don't think I need to. So we'll end our turn. We'll mill a few more cards. We are low on deck, but that's not a big deal. We have ways of recovering the graveyard. And even then, it's all good. Let's see. Get out Dragon Lightsworn. Why not? I don't know why I'm doing that. You know, I don't even care if I lose my whole deck. I don't need it. I got to prepare for the Halaktai deck. That deck's all about sending everything to the graveyard. But yeah, I'll summon out my boy here. And yeah, I can just negate Neos Fusion at this point. I don't even need to use Enlightenment Dragon. That's the neat bit. I don't even need to do that. You know, I got my Lightsworn's Aegis. I can just be like, I negate you. Prepare for negats, sir. There you go. There you go. So what do you have there, sir? You got a whole bunch of hand, but not a lot of cards. So my opponent surrenders. Much better duel than the last one. At least we got to do stuff. And hey, this guy didn't complain about a little horse axe. You know, it's not the archetype that's the problem. It's the player, okay? You can't rage quit just because of what opponent's playing. So, good on us. We outed the hero play. I guess this is a Neos Fusion player or something like that. But let's go ahead for duel number 2 and show off even more what this deck can do. We got a few more combos we can do, and I'd like to show them off. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And, okay, we're on to it. We're on to it. We're showing off the things we want to do, but we got so many more monsters we can summon out of the extra deck. Like synchros and stuff. We got to give our synchro boys some chances. Alright, what do we have here? An interesting hand to be certain. Let's start with Charge of the Light Brigade and see where this goes. So, Weiss in the graveyard. What else did we just mill to the graveyard? Where's the graveyard button? That's not the graveyard button. There it is. Okay, we don't have much there. Let's go ahead and add Dragon. Why not? We've got a Dragon in our hand. We have a Dragon in our hearts. Let's go ahead and Solar Recharge. Just draw some more stuff. Get some more stuff in the graveyard. And Dragon Lightsworn will go off. Pretty nice. We'll go ahead and add our Judgment Dragon for later. And from there... part of me doesn't want to go for the full thing just yet. Let's start with Foolish Burial. We'll start with Foolish Burial. We're going to go ahead and ditch a Felix to the grave. Felix, you were supposed to do things. Okay. Oh yeah, it's going to be a monster with Felix. I'm a dum-dum. A little bit dumb there, but it's okay. I can make it work. I can make it work still. Had a mini brain fart there. That's all. That's the me thing. It's all good. I got my Dragon of Lightsworn. This will bait out either Ash or Imperm. Preferably Imperm. Preferably that. We'll see if that goes. See if that goes. Because I have Denko Sekka. A little bit of a cheeky tech card, the Denko Sekka. It's basically here in case we're up against, like, I don't know, Labyrinths or Floodgate heavy decks or things like that. Because we only set, like, the one card. Which I just realized if I'm setting Aegis, that won't do anything. But I'm just bringing it up. Because we're not going to use Denko Sekka just a moment. We'll maybe use it later. But now, not so much. Not so much just yet. We'll see. I'm just kind of playing loosey-goosey right now, if you couldn't tell. I'm not going to strategize right now. Right now is the time to just kind of dick around. My opponent has no idea what I'm up to. He doesn't know what to hit, what to negate, what to play. He is just completely lost. He needs to find the light, baby. Gotta find the light. I cannot see if I look in the sun. Oh, but what are we gonna do here? Let's get our Sarko. We'll have Inseti. We'll draw ourselves another card. Not bad, not bad. I prefer to mill you, but not bad. Go for our Sarko and see where this goes. I don't know what it's waiting on. I don't, you can't Nibiru this. I don't know why it's asking. Or maybe, he definitely has an Imperm. I'm gonna, like, 99% sure this dude has Impermanence. For certain. He has an Imperm. He might also have Ash Blossom. It's hard to tell. But we should be good. I don't want to discard my whole hand just yet, but I am going to discard, like, a chunk of my hand. So let's go ahead and put... let's put Duamfet. And I have a spare one of these, so I'm going to discard my Judgment Dragon. I'm just going to leave the Horuses on the board, actually. I'm going to get a Protection of Horus. Let's just get the boys on the board and go from there, you know? Because the Horuses aren't just an engine for, like, Exceeds and stuff. I mean, that is something they can do. Something they're really good at. I have seen it many times, played it many times. But they're also good on their own. They all do have their own effects. I mean, Horus Imseti can just send a card to the graveyard when one of your cards leaves the board. Duamfet lets you draw a whole bunch of cards. You get the number of monsters with different names you control. And then Kwebish Kabebe can protect all your Horuses from battle or targeting for a whole turn. Pretty neat. I still don't know what my opponent has. He's doing something. Maybe this is the guy like the first guy, and he's just really pissed that I'm playing Horuses. Look, again, it's not the cards, it's the players who choose to make the cards annoying. Okay? You don't have to loop cards for 10 minutes. You just choose to do so. Okay? Like, I'm literally just going to end my turn right here. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm fine. I have an Honest in the hand that does me honestly nothing. But it'll be good for later. I need to keep a card in hand to keep my opponent guessing, basically. So we'll end our turn there, let our opponent go, let's see what they can do. What are you going to do? Huh? Huh? You have all this weight, and you clearly have something. Bystial. Oh, it's a Bystial deck. Okay, well, he banished my spare Imseti. I don't care about that. I do need my different Lightsworns, though, so I'm actually glad that he banished that and nothing else. Alright. Bystial Saranir. Cool. What is that going to do? Discard sent to the grave, set a Bystial monster. Get Aluber the Yester of the Dudes. No. None of that. No free searches for you. If you have it in your hand already, well, that's just on me. But there you go. There you go. Okay, so we're up against the branded. Branded indeed. A branded need is a brand indeed. I mean, he can't wipe my whole board with that, I don't think. Unless he's going for, like, I don't know. What's his face? Mother flippin' Dragoon or something? Could be dual avatar. Yeah, there he is. Ice Blade Dragon. Non-targeted removal, but here's the thing. I can't be destroyed by card effects, but I can be sent to the graveyard, which is unfortunate. But, you know, he has to either get rid of Imseti or he's got to get rid of Kwebish Kababa. The only real options here. So we'll see what he checks. Let's see. Your opponent makes a fusion card, leaves the field, destroy all monsters, opponent controls to the end phase. I am okay with this, because my Horuses just keep coming back. I am fine with this. Alright, so he's going to get rid of my draw power, which sucks, but what can you do? We'll use Imseti's effect. I'm just going to get rid of this, because I don't like it. I don't like it. He can blow up my board. Like I said, him blowing up my board is the most productive thing he'll do for me this turn. You know? So go ahead. You can attack my Dragon of Lightsworn. You can drag on these nuts over your face, boy. So, yeah, we're good. Lightsworn Dragon, activate effect. And my opponent rage quits like a baby. This is why Fall of Albaz players are a bunch of bitches. No offense to any Fall of Albaz players who are cool dudes, but people like that guy, he did like, you know, that's what happened. So, good on us for sticking to it. And hey, we played Horus in a way that wasn't the toxic way. Okay, we played Horus legit how they're meant to be played. Just have them on the board and plus off of the darn thing. So, good on us. And, you know, next turn I would have just gotten all these back and done more things and done more stuff, and it would have been cool. So, let's go ahead for duel number 3. Finish off nice and strong, because so far we're uncontested. Alright, everybody, the third opponent, the fighting third. Last chance to see some Lightsworn action, because so far we saw a bit of the thing, but we haven't seen everybody, although this is the combo I've been looking forward to seeing the most. We're up against the Exodia stuff. Okay. Lord, I wish I was playing burn cards. I mean, I kind of am, but he'd have to get way lower for Giant Trainer to win the duel for me. So yeah, this is the new Exodia stuff. They turn themselves into spells. So they pay life points to get more things. Let's see. That's the fusion spell. Let's see. Millennium Cross, and then yugioh. Isn't that like an old school monster called like the Eye of yugioh or something? I don't remember. There was a man with yugioh, or I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, basically this is this deck. You just put all these guys onto the board as continuous spells, and then you can summon them, and then you get more stuff. And then summon this card, add a Millennium Monster. Millennium Fiend. Yes, such an iconic card. Fiend Reflection. Such an iconic card. Moon Maiden. I'm not sure what this golem is, but... oh, wait, that's a Millennium Golem. That was his name. Alright, so yeah, now he'll have the Millennium Phantom Incarnate Exodia. Can't be destroyed. During the damage calc, blah, blah, blah. As a negate, end phase, set an Exodia spell trap. Set a Forbidden One card. Turn the target to the hand. That's not that big of a deal. Come off it. But we're going to go use Weiss, the Lightsworn. If he's in your hand, you can put one on top of the deck. And then you summon this dude out, mill 2 cards. It's really good if you happen to have a wolf on board. And you just don't want to do that. Oh, does this actually do it? I didn't actually get a chance to read these. Summon this card, gain life equal to half the attack of a monster on the field. Okay. I guess that does give him life points. Your opponent cannot target low power illusion spellcasters with card effects this turn. Oh, these are illusion monsters. Or at least part of them are. Is this an illusion? No, it's a spellcaster. We got a request here for illusion monsters that aren't the chimeras. And also one for Exodia and Haman. Might have to consider doing a lot of that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so my opponent's doing that. Let's go ahead. Solar Recharge, sir. I will discard a card and draw 2, mill 2. And bait out the negate that I know you were just really willing to do. Alright, charge to the Light Brigade, baby. Sending, adding, I'm gonna get myself a Raiden. Yes. Raiden sounds like a good one. Dragging the Lightsworns in the grave, so I'm just gonna do that thing again and get my Punishment Dragon. Alrighty. So gain attack with your current line. So I can make 73, 75 attack. Gotcha. But I can just straight up send this to the grave with King Sarko. How many horses did we get in the graveyard? Just the one. Unfortunate, but we'll make it do. So I'll summon that Lumina, the Lightsworn Summoner. I'm going to discard my Raiden. And now that I have more Lightsworns, I can just get Raiden back on the board. He's my nice tuner monster. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Here he is. We'll mill a couple more cards, because if I can get another horse would be great. But we don't. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's what it is. Let's activate King Sarko. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, boo, boo. It connect best. Actually, hold on, let me think about this. I could... That would banish that. Let me think about how I want to make this work. Let me think. I kind of want... Oh, wait, I don't have the levels. These are both tuners, and this is a level 3. Okay. We're going to go ahead and... Yeah, let's go for the safer bet. Let's go ahead and make Michael the Arc Lightsworn. I can pay 1,000 life points to just banish a card on the board. I can't banish this dude, sadly. But I can deal with him later. Let's get rid of... Let's see. Millennium, this card's in hand. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Does this do anything? No? 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 I guess I'll just get rid of the field spell. I don't see what else to get rid of, really. And now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and ditch another dude, because we need more things. Let's get... I'm going to get Imseti. Let's get Sheba. I feel like I put Sheba. And we'll just summon out all the boys to the yard, and we'll start ramming over our opponent's everything. That should work. I can make that in the end phase. I can make a lot of things in the end phase. Let's go for the battle phase. How's that sound? We'll attack into his Exodia Incarnate, and just send it straight to the graveyard. Because that's what we can do. Alright, so now what are we going to do? We got to get rid of some of these other monsters. I don't think it really matters who I destroy. Because I don't think any of these do anything outside of, like, when they first activate. Oh? Oh, I guess they do. The specialist on this card. Oh. Who just activated? Surrender, what did you field spell? Targeted. No. Okay, the game does not want to tell me what that was. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and... I could make Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, get rid of another card. I don't want to get rid of this thing now that it has stopped my stuff. But then again, I could make Dingirzu too, and Dingirzu is bigger and cooler. So we're going to make Dingirzu, because it's bigger and it's cooler. We're going to straight up send a card to the graveyard. This card sent to the graveyard. No, we don't want to do that. Let's send the shield, because it's bigger. That sounds good. And that ought to do for now. We'll end our turn. Michael in the end phase mills 3 cards. But if he does get removed for whatever reason, I do get to recover all my monsters. So that's a thing. That's a thing too. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. I mean, yeah, I figured he was going to do that, but that's fine. He's going to probably get rid of Dingirzu or my King Sarko. One of the two. Doesn't matter too much. Send it for bin 1 or Exodia. From hand or the deck. Okay, you can send it from the deck too. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool. That's a thing. Yep. Certainly a thing, but my opponent has, like, nothing else he can do. Alright, so let's see, if I have an Mseti. Let me think about this. If I normal summon Honest, I can synchro summon into a few different options here. Let's see. Send Lightsworns. Up to the number of Lightsworns use a material, which would be none, because I didn't send any. Or I can send this guy. 4 more tuners with different names of the growing sea. Do I have 4? Let's see. How many tuners do I have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't have 4 tuners. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and ditch Honest. Honestly, we're not going to need him. We're not going to need him. We're going to summon out Duamchef. We're going to get him going. Duamchef is going to summon himself out. And then we're going to summon the other dude out. Good old Mseti. I don't even need to worry about my guys being bounced, because even if he bounces them, they're just going to come right back. That's the neat thing. So let's go ahead and make our other big dude, good old zombie vampire. Oh. Gonna just send me now. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay. Alright, I've already summoned some stuff, so let's just battle phase. Fuck it. Fuck it, don't care. This card battles the monsters, neither can be destroyed by the... Oh, this just can't be destroyed in battle, period. Gotcha. It can't destroy anything either. Okay. I was wondering, like, why is that not working? And the answer is because the first line of text is the important one. So usually the annoying effect is buried in there so you can't see it, but it's really the first line that's the annoying one. Let's see. More Millennium Crosses, you say. I haven't even bothered reading what this Millennium Cross thing is. Is it actually use cards? Let's see. Hand deck interface up on the field. But you have several of them in the graveyard at the moment, so unless you're recovering those, you can't play that. You know what would be really cool to see in this deck if he's playing like Exodia Necros? I mean, I doubt that's a thing, but that would be cool as hell if he was actually doing that. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be sending all the Exodia pieces to the graveyard, why would you not do that? Seriously. Let's go ahead and get our last boy in the graveyard. And if this guy's just going to keep bouncing me, I'm just not even going to bother Exceed Summoning. I'm just going to be like, I summon Happy. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nah, I'm 2 levels off. I was like, can I make Chaos Angel? No, sadly, I cannot make Chaos Angel. I wish, but I can't. But we'll get these boys onto the board, and let's go for the battle phase. And let's just get rid of this thing. Because it's been a thorn in my butt. Out of here. Out of this place. And we'll just, yeah, I almost forgot. This thing got 3,000 defense points. You too? Seriously? Why are some of these things immune to destruction by battle? Battle is the purest form of card game. How could you do this to me? Alright, I could also... Okay, hold on, The thing is... Yeah, I'm just gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do nothing, because now that I have the Horus's set up, if he tries to bounce me with his little, obliterate trap, then all my Horuses will activate. It's a lot better than anything else right now, so I'm good. I think I'm pretty good. The only thing I worry about is if he can recover his Exodia stuff, like, right now. Okay, Dark Factor will recover everything but the head of Exodia. Okay, what else do we have in here? Millennium's Cross, Raging Hellfire, Exodo Flame. Such pandering, but that artwork does look nice. It looks like he's going to start off, he's using the Biden Blast. That's what it looks like. Alright, 2 normies in the grave, add them back to the hand, so he can reload his Obliterate, but that's about it. Because again, this gets normies, it doesn't get the head of Exodia, and he needs the head back to do the thing he wants to do. Alright. I mean, this is the second time we're seeing the new Exodia stuff, and it's neat stuff, it just doesn't seem to, what's a nice way to put it? It doesn't work. It doesn't seem to, like, work too well. So let's just annihilate the last of his defenses. I mean, don't get me wrong. These things are at least competent in their defensive power. But, you know, I'm more confident in my offensive power. I know defense wins championships, but it don't win card games. Unless you're super heavy samurais, but then, you know, Scarecrow's banned. So what are you going to do? Alright, so now, yeah, he's going to bounce me. That's cool and all. But I'm going to use my Imseti. We're going to go ahead and get a couple cards back. I'm going to get my Judgment Dragon, and I'm going to get Danko Sanko. You know, just to get the cards back. It doesn't really matter. The game's over, unless he's got another hand trap or something. I don't see this game as... 50... Yeah, we have enough for the game. There you go. Alrighty, so another fine duel against my opponent. And, you know what? I think that's good for today. I know we didn't show up all the synchros and things, but... You know, things happen. But regardless, let's go for the end screen. We've shown off a lot with this deck, do. Do what the deck do. Do. Alrighty, everybody. So the Lightsworns of 2024. Horus's Lightsworn. The Sworn to Horus's Light. What are we calling this deck? I don't know yet. We'll see in post. But regardless, the deck works pretty damn good. You're just sending all your cards to the graveyard. You plus off of doing so. You know, Lightsworns are a pretty simple bunch. And the new support just compounds on that. The Dragon is really good. Weiss helps to unclog a hand. The trap is really neat to, you know, target and negate stuff. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta, like, lose your whole brain power to power through your opponent's stuff. If if your opponent knows what you're doing, then they're gonna know how to stop you. But if they have no idea what you're doing, because you don't know what you're doing, it's even better. So, hope y'all enjoyed seeing some Lightsworn action. It was really fun to take a look at them and to play a Horus without being toxic. You know, I don't ever want to play the toxic version of Horus. Which I guess it's just like Exceed spam and stuff. I don't know. But I like him better using for Giant Trainer. That's really my thing. Regardless, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, smack like button, all the good stuff. Here's the deck list real quick. We got ourselves 1 copy of the Punishing Dragon, 2 copies of the Judgmental Dragon, 3 copies of Imseti, pretty basic with the Horus lineup, is 3 of this guy and 1 of the other 3. I play 1 Gorgonith as a cheeky little tech card. He's not the most powerful Lightsworn, but he does have Pierce, he does get really big, and he does mill. So he's a triple threat package. We got 3 copies of Wolf for discard fodder, mill fodder, and the works. 1 Gareth, which is really good if you like start with this dude, Wolf, as well as Weiss, because it can let you draw even more cards. It's situational, but 1 copy's fine. 2 Denko Sekkas for, you know, if you happen to be up against a trap deck, you're going to want this thing. You got 2 copies of Raiden, the Hand of the Lightsworn, for milling as well as being a tuner. 3 copies of the Dragon, because it searches, it mills, it special summons, it's a level 4, it does a whole lot of good stuff with this deck. 1 Fearless, because it needs to be milled by, you know, a monster, but it's a nice, again, a tuner, it can pop stuff, it does all the work. Triple Honest, because we're all light monsters, and why the hell not? Nobody expects him anymore. 2 copies of Weiss to unclog hands, as well as being another level 4 tuner. 2 Luminas for revival of stuff, as well as more discarding and more milling. And we obviously has 3 copies of Solar Recharge, Recharge. Solar Recharge, which is our draw spell. Play 3 of them things. 1 Foolish Burial, just sending wolves and things to the graveyard. Triple Charge of the Light Brigade for milling and searching. Triples King Sarko to get the Horus Engine on go. And 1 Lightsworn Aegis to negate stuff, which can also be milled to set itself up. We have in the extra deck 1 Lion of the Light Charmer, Lustrous, and an Underworld Goddess in case we need links for whatever to clear up board. 2 copies of Minerva for milling and popping. 1 Dingirzu for protection and sending cards to the grave. We have our Draw Engine and Giant Trainer if we ever need to go first and the Horuses are on point. We have Zombie Vampire, which turns the Horuses into mill more cards, and that's what we want to see. It also revives stuff. We have 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern. If we happen to be having lots more life points than our opponent, this can be a nice closer. We have Michael the Arc Lightsworn, which allows us to banish stuff and recover stuff. We have 2 copies of the new Minerva Synchro, which we didn't unfortunately get to make, but it does mill cards, and we can banish all cards we don't need to mill more cards that we do. We have 1 Cypher Lord Omega to recover banished stuff. We have ourselves Judgment, the Dragon of the Heaven, which we make every once in a blue moon. But he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. We also have Chaos Angel because we can turn our lights into... we can change monsters and stuff. We can't use the whole gambit of effect, but, we have a dark monster. I just have like a level 2 tuner. So he's not the most impressive card, but he's cool looking dude. So I put him in here for good old times. And last but certainly not least is our super new boss monster, the Enlightenment Dragon. It takes a little setup to summon him, but once you do, he just annihilates everything in his path. No graveyard for the opponent can be devastating to some decks. And he also mills stuff. So, as of the side deck, because sometimes we do mill a lot of things, or no, we banish a lot of stuff with our Judgment Dragon and our Enlightenment Dragon and all the dragons in the world, I considered like a copy of Gren Maju. Just for shits and giggles. Same for Eater Million, same idea. So, that's the deck. Hope y'all enjoyed. Tomorrow is day 41 of the 100 days. Oh, Lord, we're 40 days into this shit. And we're taking a look at a dark deck, which means we're taking a look at Shadows today. That's right, Shadows is the next day. And then, folks, then we get into Halaktai. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But for now, thanks for watching. Your boy Memphis Alter signing out. Until next time. Y'all stay safe, happy, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.